Hi guys, it's Mrs. Blake and I am here to read the story to you, Forest Stew. And I've also put up all of the pictures of this book with the text so that if you would like to read it for yourself and not listen to me do it, that's totally fine. I want to make sure everybody can see it. I'm going to just check my little camera here. Okay. All right. Skunk put her big pot on the stove. She said to herself, "I'm so hungry. I shall make my favorite stew." Skunk, how many people have ever had stew? If you've ever had stew before, do a quiet thumbs up to your chest. Stew is kind of like a very thick soup. Skunk put a few beans in the pot. She put an onion in the pot. She put a potato in the pot. She tasted the stew. "It doesn't taste good," she cried. She called her friends to ask for help. "I make great stew," Skunk said to her friends, "but today it's missing something." Dog said, "Put in some rice." So Skunk put in some rice. "Put in some carrots," said Rabbit. So Skunk put in some carrots. She mixed the stew and tasted it. "It's getting better," Skunk said. "I know what's missing," said Bear. "Put in some honey." I don't know if I agree with Bear on that one. So Skunk added a bit of honey. The pot was getting full and the stew had turned gray. But it didn't taste good. Skunk started to worry. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to eat gray stew that had honey in it and potatoes and onions and rice and carrots. That doesn't sound that good. Then Skunk looked out the window at her herb garden. "Oh, I forgot to add spice," she yelled loudly. She ran outside and picked some spice. You could also call it seasoning. She put the spice in the stew. I wish they would tell us what she picked. Kind of looks like rosemary, but I'm not sure. Skunk gave her friends some of the stew. "Wow," said Dog, "you're the best cook in the world." "This stew has all our favorite foods in it," Rabbit said. "We can call it Forest Stew," roared Bear. His roar made a loud noise. Then they stayed up all night, eating forest stew and telling the story of how it was made. The end. So, I'm going to show you something else. This week, instead of comprehension questions, what I want you to do is a story map of Forest Stew. And I'm just going to check my little camera, make sure you can see it. Okay, so in this story map, you could either print this out and fill it out, or you could just draw this on a piece of paper, right? It doesn't have to be this exact page. So it says story map, story structure. Title or topic, Forest Stew. We start with the setting, which is where this story takes place. Where is this happening? Is it in a city? Is it in a hotel? Is it outside? Is it inside? Characters. Who is in this story, right? Skunk. Skunk is the main character, but who else is in the story? Plot, which means what happens in this story. Beginning, middle, end. So think about the story. If you want, you could go back to the beginning of this video, listen to me read it again. Think about what happens first, what happens in the middle, what happens at the end of the story. Now you could do two things. You could do all of this in writing, or you could do this in pictures, or you could do words and pictures to show us what happened in this story. Sound good? Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.